Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another English with Joseph. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about the use of the present perfect and the past perfect. A lot of students asked me last week, what is the difference between the perfect tenses and the past tenses? And I want to explain that now. Imagine that the past tense is like a big library and everything is in date order. Imagine a big library full of books and everything is filed under date. On the 24th of December, you did this. On the 7th of January 2008, you did that. Imagine a library full of events, all catalogued by date. This is the past tense. But you know, there are some things in English which can't be measured. Things which are maybe deeper and even bigger than time. Things like love, experience, growth. You can't say, for example, well, in 2012 I grew up by 2 inches, because the truth is you don't know. And when it comes to the growth of your experience of life, you can't measure that. And so therefore you can't use the past tense, because there's no start date and no end date. So you have to say, for example, well, I have grown since I was a child. There's no other way of saying it. You can say, I suppose, when I was young, or as I grew up, to talk about experiences, but to talk about the growth itself, you can't. So, growth, experience, love, joy, happiness, the wonderful things of life that can't be measured, these are the things which you have to use the present perfect for, or the past perfect. Let's look at some examples. I am an English teacher. I have been an English teacher for 20 years. Now, I know what you're going to say to me. You can say, well, yeah, but that's your work. That's not about growth or happiness or joy. That's true. But you know, with anything, with any of the verbs, you can choose to talk emotionally or factually. Compare these two things. I was at the doctor's today, and yesterday I was at the cinema, and the day before I was at work. But what if I wanted to tell you something emotionally? Maybe I was worried because I was at the doctor's today. I could come to you and I could say, I've been at the doctor's, and suddenly I'm talking outside of time. Okay? I'm talking outside of the past tense. I'm not talking about something I did. I'm talking about something that's on my mind. Here's a better example. Imagine you and me had another friend. Okay, so let's call him John. And I hate John, okay? I don't like him. And you tell me, Joseph, you have to talk to John because it's not nice to have an argument. So one day I come to you and I say, I've spoken to John. I have spoken to John. Because it's not important when I spoke to him. What is important is that I've spoken to him. Can you hear the difference? Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. This John example, let's stay with that. I could come to you and I could say, oh, by the way, I spoke to John on Tuesday, but that's putting it into the category of that was what happened on Tuesday, along with walking the dogs or feeding the goldfish, or going to the farm, or whatever it is that you do. So to say, I have done something, is speaking from your heart. And you need to use this not only for the verbs that we spoke about where you can't use the past, but you need to use it to build up relationships with people. You can't go through life talking factually. You're not a textbook. And if you do, you won't really get the benefits of building up friendships with people, because the perfect tenses are the tenses of emotions, of poets, of artists, of beautiful things, of expression, you know, because it's from your very depth. So, anyway, if you want my free book about the perfect tenses, do drop me a line, drop me a note, leave me a comment, and ask me for it. If you don't want to email me for it, you can buy it on Amazon. It's only, I think, $1, so you can do that as well. Leave me a comment on Facebook on Daily Motion. Please do like this video. That would mean a lot to me if you are watching it. You can also check me out on Facebook, Twitter. All the links are above. My Amazon books are there. My English blog is there. And there's many more resources around this site. So I hope this has been helpful, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you.